In this video, I'm going to give you the secrets of how to get the Platinum Trophy in Hogwarts Legacy. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Hogwarts Legacy. So, Hogwarts Legacy is a very demanding trophy. The good thing, Platinum Trophy, or to get all the achievements. But the good thing about it is that none of these things are missable, so you do not have to be worried about like what part of the story I'm in and what choices am I making. Nothing is missable in this trophy, although you cannot do it on one playthrough. And so that is a real downer, that you have to actually start 4 different playthroughs to get it. So there are 4 different house trophies. They're all secret trophies. That is, you need to have a playthrough that gets to Jackdaw's Rest, and they will all pop when you get the access to your talent points and your talent menu at the end of Jackdaw's Rest when you get to the map room. So you have to play basically the first third of the game in each different house. So first time you play through, select the house you like, but you're going to have to play all those other ones too to get the Platinum Trophy. That being said, none of the house trophies are particularly difficult, because you just need to get through about a third of the way through the main quest, and so they're not the hardest ones. So we're going to go through the hardest ones. Number 1 is the Collector's Edition, right? So for the Collector's Edition, you need to be in the Collections tab and get everything in the Collections tab. So let's actually go start up the game. And I just have been, and I'll go back to the trophies, but you're basically going to be in the Collections tab, and everything in that Collections tab you need to fill up. Okay, so we want to, this is not the one that I got the Collector's Edition in. This is my last one. So we go to maybe we just go to settings, and then here we go, collections, right? And so we need to collect all 10 potion and offensive vegetable all the offensive vegetables. We need to get take out all the bandit camps. That's how you get the traits. You also get some traits for challenges. You need to get all the wand handles. You need to get every conjuration. You need to get every one of the ingredients. You need to get all the brooms. Some of those you buy. You need to get all the animals. I don't know how I got a puffskin, but anyways, maybe I got a puffskin part. I don't know. And then you need to get all the different appearances. Those are not what you get from chests, but they're like rewards. So for challenges, or they're so they're not actually. You don't have to buy everything from the shop for the appearances. You get those from challenges, or you get them from quest rewards. Or some exploration challenges, I believe. And then there's 69 different enemies. Some of these are like infamous foes or boss fights. So that some of these are just enemy types. So I've got a video that there are like 34 enemy. There's like 38 different enemy types, but there are only 34 count towards the finishing touches trophy. So let's go back to the trophies, and right here. Oops, then we gotta go home. And so Collector's Edition, only 1.6% of players earn that compared to the Platinum. So that's the rarest, and it's like twice as hard as getting to level 40. Getting to top level is also really hard and time consuming, and it's kind of very checklisty in this game. So let's go back to the game, and I'll show you how you get that. So that's under the challenges tab. So when your challenges tab is 100%, you hit level 40. So you need to do all these challenges and complete those challenges, and you get XP for challenges. But if there's no challenge associated with what you're doing, you will get no XP, right? So one of the misconceptions is that that combat is you can do a lot of combat and that's going to get you a lot of XP. That will get you a lot of XP initially, but once you've defeated all the dark wizards, or defeated all the goblins, or defeated all the trolls, or mongrels, or done all the dueling feats, you're not going to get any more. Or if you defeated all the infamous foes that you get challenge points for, you're not going to get any more XP. And to get to level 40, you also need to complete all the main quests and all the side and relationship quests. Right, so the way that you would do this is that this is like the fourth different character I created, but you play through it once and like get the collector's edition, hit level 40, do everything, and then the last three playthroughs, they're not really playthroughs. You just play to this mission where you get to the map room for the first time. So you have to give him the book, essentially, is when you get to the painting here for the first time. Let's see what... I'll show you the quest. So this Jackdaw's Rest, and so we need to find the book's missing pages. We found them, we brought them to the map chamber, and we've unlocked our talent skill tree. So if you've not unlocked your talent skill tree, your quest your trophy that's associated with your house will not have popped. So if you don't have the talent tab, you can't access it. You can't slot your talent points. And I think that's the other thing, is that if you hit level 40, there are two trophies. There's one for hitting level 40, and there's one for assigning all your talent points. So assign all your talent points. You do have to make choices with talent points. I don't think it's that big a deal, to be honest. If you don't use Stupefy and Protego, you probably can get almost everything else. And if you don't use Dark Arts, then you get everything else, right? So you cut out Dark Arts, Stupefy, and Protego, and then you really are going to get every talent point that you want. So, but I recommend playing with Dark Arts. There's no downside to that. So that's what I did. Okay, so we're on trophy. So Savvy Spender, make sure you spend the talent points. We told you how to reach level 40. And then you need to complete all Merlin trials. The nice thing is Merlin trials are those leaves on the map. There's a very set way to beat all the Merlin trials. There's only like 8 different types. I recommend you check out a video on how to do that. I'll probably do a video on that at some point. I just haven't got around to it, but they've all got a different trick to them. But once you know the tricks once, then you're just gonna breeze through them. You only get XP for doing the first 50 Merlin trials. That goes back to completing the challenges. So you complete all the Merlin trials. For me, for a while, that was a great way to get XP and get closer to level 40. And then you get to the 50th or so Merlin trial, and then you don't get any more XP, and then it was just all about Merlin's beards to complete the map, essentially. Breed every type of beast. That's only 4.2%. I recommend you do that really early, as soon as you get the vivarium. You could actually breed every type of... Well, you also need the breeding pens. So it's not just that you have the beast, but you need the breeding pens, and you need a male and female of each. So it's easier, and since you only get the let's see, you only get the graph horn at the very end of the main quest. It's like the third to last main quest. Then you can't do that until you're almost done with the main quests. But it's pretty easy to do. You just need to do it once. I don't recommend breeding lots of beasts because then you have to take the beasts out. It's kind of time consuming to do that. It's much easier if you're just like want the 120 gold galleons is to just get puffskins than to actually breed them in your pens. Finishing touches, use ancient magic on every type of enemy in the game. So that's where there's like 34 different enemy types, and you need to use the big strike. So not the throw, not like throwing a barrel, but for console it's L1 R1. I don't know what the controls are for the PC, but it's the big strike. It's not just throwing an object. You need to kill him with the big strike, and there are, it's gotta be an enemy type that's repeatable. So you're probably not gonna get that for doing like bosses per se, but doing it on the non-bosses. So if you didn't kill a boss with that, don't worry about it because it's gonna be for repeatable ones. There's only 34. I recommend just go to my video about that and write down the 38 different enemy types and just make sure that you've killed them, and just go through the list as you're clearing the map, because it's easy to miss finishing touches. I mean, I cleared out everything and I had like 5 more to do or 7 more to do. I'd done everything in the game and I had to just go through the list. Good Samaritan, complete all side quests, easy. It is what it says. Demiguise Dread, find all Demiguise statues. So let's go back to the map, and there's a lot of this, the collector's edition too, where the map is. Oh, I can't do it on this one. So maybe if I exit, let's see if we exit settings. Okay. Load game. No, we need to exit. And then I'm going to load up my collector's edition one. So that's my level 40 character. Okay, so we go to the map, right? Let's go to the world map. But you can see here, it tells us how many Demiguise statues are in Hogwarts, right? And then we go to Hogsmeade, right? And we got all the Demiguise statues there. And then we go to the world map, right? So the secret with the world map is to zoom out, and then there's like 9 regions, and then you can see how many Demiguise statues you've missed in that region. And if you zoom into the towns will also tell you about how many Demiguise statues and field guide pages and collections that you missed. So that's pretty cool. I think there's also these, let's go back to the map. There's also these like tower places. Let's see, like this one right here. You see that kind of tower thing? The Coro ruins, these ruins. It tells me I've got a collection chest. That would be for the collector's edition. So collector's chests are not closed chests. They are chests that either have conjuration spells in them or they have wand handles, right? And collection chests also include the butterflies that you chase. So you have to get really near to the butterflies for them to show up on the map. And they will not show up on the map. So you come short on the collections based on that. So let's so you can see 100% on the challenges. That's why we're level 40. Okay, let's go back home. Okay, we're on the trophies. Finishing touches. Okay, Good Samaritan, Demiguise Dread, rise to the challenge. Defeat all enemies in battle arenas. I think it's only the 2, not the one that was, not the Dark Arts battle arena, but the other 2. A lot of people say you should farm those arenas early and get to them early to get lots of XP. I totally did not do that. I just waited more or less towards the end, and you know, on I was playing normal difficulty on my first playthrough, and I just cheesed them like in 2 minutes. You know, each challenge, so it was like 5 minutes for 2 challenges. Very easy to get that. If you're you know, if you've got a good build, like I had the herbology level 3 build, and I had all the plants. You know, I had the mandrake and the chomping cabbages, and I had all the potions, and my rumor requirement was stocked. Okay, spilled milk, flipendo 10 times, tip 1 cow or several. So you see cows in the world and you use flipendo on them. That's it. Very easy to get, even though less than 10% of people get that. Flew around the world, unlock all flu flames. Yeah, you know, I think maybe the trickiest part of that is that, I mean, it did take me a little while to find the last flu flame, but and maybe I'll do a flu flame video. That's probably a good idea, just dedicated flu flame video. But let me just go back to the map. Okay, we got the map. So yeah, the flu flames are green on the map, right? So pretty easy to find on the map. But I mean, obviously, if you found them, they won't be. If you've not found them, they won't be on the map. I thought the trickiest part was this region here. I don't know what they call it, and it's the Poisdar Coast. To get to the Poisdar Coast, you have to go through that cavern or whatever. The coastal cavern. Otherwise, you can't find that region. So that was kind of a revelation to me when I did that. So there's a lot down here, and it's really hard to get to. So once I got my broom, I was like flew around everywhere, but I never got. It took me a while to figure that I had to go through the cavern to get to the Posidar Coast and everything south. Okay. So let's go back to the trophies or achievements. Okay. Intrepid explorer, discover all cairn dungeons. So I guess you would look at the map for those little tower-like things. Those are the cairn dungeons, and explore them. So it's not all the things, it's just the ones that have that little pointy thing, that pointy tower, the 2 triangle type thing. Okay, so Auror's Apprentice, that was the last one that I got. That was oh no, it wasn't the last one, it was the second to last one I got, because I did Gryffindor last, Hufflepuff third to last, Slytherin second to last, and then I did Ravenclaw first, right? So Hufflepuff is the least popular. By this trophy, he is the least popular house. But if you're going for the platinum, then or going for all the achievements, then you need to do all the houses. Seeker of Knowledge, win the House Cup. That just means 13% of people, just 13.5% of people completed the main story. That's what the Seeker of Knowledge is. So when you win the House Cup, it means that you've gotten to the end of the main quest. Put down roots, grow every type of plant. Only 15% of people have done that. That's a real shame, you know. But you know, since maybe only 13% of the people have actually completed the main story, maybe I can see that there's a, you know, but you get really powerful by growing those plants and brewing your own potions. In the Room of Requirement. And the quest is called Room of Requirement, where you get to start doing that. Room with a View, and it's a main quest, not missable. Reach the highest point of the castle, the headmaster's upper study. Now, the main quests actually do take you there, but you can skip and get this trophy early by flying to his balcony once you get the broom and then dropping off. It's a little glitchy, but it's not that hard really to do that. But just know that you will get that in the main quest, so don't stress about it. But if you want to get it early, you can fly right up there. And then Wise Owl, that's another one of those house quest things. So that just basically says that 20% of the people who played the game have played as a Ravenclaw and gotten to Jackdaw's Rest. And then there's the relationship quest. So if you're doing the collector's edition, or if you're going for a level 40, you have to do all the relationship quests. So completing Poppy's relationship line. She's the one that's really into animals. Let's see. And then another relationship quest, 20%. Complete Netsays, right? And then Sallow Grave. Complete all Sebastian Sallow. So I think those are the 3 relationship quest trophies. Avenging Gazelle is for Onai's. Okay, so Petrificus Totalis is that stealth kill thing that you do. And it's on the PlayStation, it's like the square button. It'll pop up as if you sneak up on somebody and they've not detected you, and you just need to kill 50. So I was not getting that automatically because I guess I was not stealthing around as much as I could have, although I was using the invisibility spell, not so much the potion, because the potion, I don't know, it cost resources to brew, so I usually didn't use that potion. But it's very doable. You just need to keep track of that. So just force yourself to do that, especially like if you're doing the bandit camps. You're going up to the bandit camps. You're initiating this encounter. Then you want to do that, and that taking out the bandit camps allows you to get traits. So, and those traits you slot in your preferably your legendary armor, because you want to slot the level 3 traits, and it'll make you so much more powerful. Okay, brew every type of potion. Definitely do this. My favorite potion is early on in the game was Thunderbolt, because it did a damage over time effect over a lot of people, and so before I was just totally destroying everybody, it was quite helpful. Later in the game, where I was more focused on getting the dueling feats, right? So probably from level 30 to, level 20 to 33, I was still working on the dueling feats, and I was not so concerned about killing people quickly, but killing people based on the dueling foes based on the dueling feats. And that was just very helpful, going through the focus potion, because it allows you to spam your signs more or spam your spells more. So the faster you can do the spells, the more easy it is to do the dueling feats, because it's typically based on doing some sort of spell on some type of enemy. Upgrade a piece of gear 3 times. Yeah, definitely do that. You won't be able to do that until you get the elf knapsack and loom, so you will need the loom to do that, but definitely do that on all your pieces of gear. So let me show you. I have max level gear on this level 40 character right here. Got a video about how to do that. You want to check that out. But what they mean is that these upgrades, 3 upgrades, so each one has 3 upgrades, going to add 36 to the stat that they don't have. So if it's an offensive item, then it's going to add 36 to defense. If it's 3 upgrades, if it's a defensive item, it'll add 36 to offense, and that makes a huge difference. It's actually like a factor of 80 or something, some ridiculous amount. It's exponential. Your points on defense and offense are exponential as to what you actually do. So this character could do, like, depending on what traits we had. So we have Ancient Magic 3 here. This was because we were trying to get that. So we were trying to get the trophy, but if we slotted Herbology 3, which we can easily do, it's not that expensive. If you've got the Vivariums, you should be able to do that relatively easily. But we're using Ancient Magic 3 to get the trophy. Oopsies. Oops. So go back to the trophies. So we were doing it to get that trophy finishing touches, because Ancient Magic 3 allows you to build up your meter more, and we wanted to do that. We wanted to use Ancient Magic to get that trophy. But otherwise, it was more effective to have something like Concentration to make your spells better, or to have Herbology 3. But to do that, you need to open a lot of Bandit Camp chests and get those traits. So you could save scum the traits in the Bandit Camps, but because there's so many of them, it's probably just better just take out the Bandit Camps until you find the trait you like. And by level 25, you should just be clearing these Bandit Camps in no time, so it's not worth save scumming. Okay, R's. Okay, we did that. Okay, Beast Friends, we did the relationship quests, we did Petrificus, Totalis, going through the potions, right? So this is in your room of requirement. You get a potion stand automatically, that you get one for free, so you can do that. You just need the ingredients, and so some of those you're going to grow in your room of requirement, some of those you're going to get from killing monsters or foes like the wolves or the zombies or whatever. I'm not saying their names right, but you get them from those or the Dubogs, right? Or you get troll bogies from killing the trolls. Reach a combo of 100. I got that relatively early in the game. I think early in the game you really don't have a lot of options except to spam the basic cast, and so you get that just doing a lot of basic casts without breaking it. So I can see how that might be hard. I would say maybe you want to go to just focus on getting really long combos, and eventually you'll get it at one point. So either going to Bandit Camps or going to the arenas. Hero of Hogwarts, defeat Ranrock. So that is almost all the way to the main end of the story. It's kind of funny there's such a big gap between that and the House Cup. Where is the House Cup? The House Cup is just slightly further down in the story. Okay, and then we have a relationship, the Gryffindor. So 25% have done that. I think Gryffindor is the most popular house. Maybe the Slytherin is the most popular house, because I think more have done the Slytherin. Beat Imelda's time in the broom races. So you get these broom upgrade races with Imelda Reyes. She's a Slytherin with kind of a sharp tongue, but she's nice in the end. So Imelda, the early races are really easy. I found the third race hard, and I had to come back to it because otherwise I would have got frustrated. But I think, even if you've got the first or second broom upgrade, it makes a big difference. The third one, I didn't really notice a difference, but you need that for the trophy. So, but it seems like a lot of people found that relatively easily. And then the root of the problem: stun 10 different enemies using the Mandrake. So the Mandrake, you can grow in small pots, so you can actually start growing that before you get the room of requirement, because you get access to a small pot in the herbology classroom. Uh, and then the toast of the town: find the map chamber as a Slytherin. So that's the most. So that's where you go to Jackdaw's Rest there. So that's the most common one. That's the most common house. People wanted to be a Slytherin. Rising from the ashes, rescue the phoenix. You know, if you're doing all the side quests, you can't miss this. I do believe it is a side quest. You get fairly late in the game. Maybe it's maybe there's 40 main quests, and maybe this is like the third. You have to get past the 30th main quest, or maybe 34th main quest. Whereas like Grafhorn is like the third to last main quest. Subdue the Lord of the Shore. It does not matter your choices in that. It will work whatever way. Don't worry about it. One who mastered memories. View all pensive memories. That you can't miss that. That's in the main quest. Wield a deathly hallow. I forget how that. Maybe that was just in the main quest, I guess. And then the spellmaster. Learn all the spells. So one thing you do want to prioritize in terms of your power is to definitely get you want to do the assignments, right? Any quest that says it's going to give you a spell, so you want to do those main quests that say that you're going to learn a spell or an assignment. Definitely prioritize those over everything, because it's going to make you so much more powerful. Posidar Coast. That is the tricky part of the map that is kind of hidden. That you have to go through the goblin lair or the goblin mine to get to. Defender of Dragons. This is in Poppy's line, so you'll be able to. You just do her side quests relatively early. Complete all tiers of a challenge. Challenge accepted. So there you go. So if you're XP obsessed, leveling up obsessed like I was, you'll be looking at your challenges and making sure that you complete all your challenges so you can get to level 40. Follow the butterflies. Follow butterflies to a treasure. So those are the secret collection chests. There's one side quest that does that, but you can also, I think, get that by just doing it out in the world. So if you come across a bunch of butterflies and it shows up on the map, then go to that butterfly location, follow them, and they'll lead you to a chest. If they stop in a bed of flowers, if you Revelio, you might need to Revelio to show it, but a lot of times it'll show up on its own. Loom for improvement, upgrade a piece of gear. So I assume that I think any upgrade, so either a trait or just an upgrade will work for this, but do both. Put traits on them, do upgrades. And I recommend don't bother with blue pieces, just only work with legendaries. And you know how to get legendaries? Just buy them from Gladrag's Wizardware in... you want to buy them from Gladrag's Wizardware in Hogsmeade. They're only 500, and you know, if you're farming puffskins, it'd be no problem to get that money. So every time you level up a few levels, maybe 5 levels, then buy a new set of legendaries. Get yourself a new set. But you know what matters is not the level of your gear, but the defensive or offensive stat of your gear, right? So top level gear is 114, but you have to be level 40 to get that. A keen sense of spell. Invoke ancient magic for the first time. Okay, sounds good. You can't miss that. And that's right at, you see it's like that. I'm surprised that people get the troll trophy, but they don't get the keen sense of spell, because right now I don't even think you can complete the troll mission in Hogsmeade without using your ancient magic on him, right? Not only do you get to start using the throws, the barrel throws, but you can at the end, after you've killed him, you have to use ancient magic to get past the cutscene. First class student, attend your first class. There you go. So 90% have done that. and then 93% complete the introduction and finish the sorting ceremony. So that's when you choose your house. You'll get your first trophy. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Hogwarts Legacy. Good luck, Muggles.